We're back. Our dessert is just about done. I might have to add about 10 minutes onto my cooking time for my dish because I selected a smaller dish that's deeper. Now, if you've selected a larger dish, it may already be done. Take a look at it in about 5 minutes. But right now, what we're going to do, since we have our citrus fruits done and put away, is start working on our infused balsamic. Now, Spice Tricks does sell infused balsamic. They're not on our Etsy page yet. But I wanted to show you the time and care that goes into making an infused balsamic. When you go to those gourmet shops and they're asking $15.95 and upward for a bottle of vinegar, you're like, what? That is highway robbery? How outrageous. Once you see what goes into making infused balsamic by hand, you might be more likely to pay that price. So anyway, what we're going to do is I have in my colander, and I'm going to tip the camera down so that you can see what I'm doing and you can still hear my voice because my face really isn't going to help you. Yeah, can we see? Nope, not yet. Okay, there we go. Now, in my colander, I have about a half of a cup of blueberries that are thawed out. They were frozen, just like the ones we used in our berry crumble. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a spoon or a fork, depending on what works best at the time, and I'm going to smash them. And the reason I'm doing this, I have a nice bowl to capture the blueberry pulp underneath. I don't want the skins in it. I just want the sweet pulp. Okay, so begin smashing. And you're really going to have to work this. It's kind of a pain, but in the long run, it is worth it. I've also purchased a 6.5 ounce bottle of white balsamic from my local market. You find it with the vinegars. And if you can't find that exact size, that's fine. Yeah, I'm just giving you an approximate. So keep smashing these berries. This is going to take some time, but this whole process is going to take some time. Keep smashing, keep smashing. And I think for these, I might actually need my fork. I usually use fresh berries because I'm making this in the summer, but now it's fall and fresh blueberries are hard to find, especially ones that are sweet and juicy. So I'm going with frozen simply because our local markets don't have many blueberries in them right now. Yours might, and those will work great too. You can certainly do that. Keep working the pulp down. Yeah, I told you this is not simple. Smash them as much as possible. Now, I've worked as much as I can with my fork. I'm going to actually use my hands. I'm going to smash them down, getting as much of the juices out as I can. Go ahead and smear it. Now, this colander has very small holes, which you need because the skins will escape if you have larger holes. We're just about there. Now I'm literally like smearing these in the bottom of the colander. And you're going to have a lot of skin left. You want to work as much of the pulp out as you can. Now, infused balsamic turns into a syrup. They're thick. They're not like a vinegar that you purchase in the store. Okay, I think I just about have that done. So I'm going to remove this and put it in my sink. Oop, stuck. There we go. Oh yeah. Okay, that's going to leave me about 1/3 to 1/4 of a cup worth of pure juice from the blueberries. I'm just going to wipe my hands off a little bit here. Now, get your white balsamic going up to a boil. And this is where the patience factor comes in. I'm going to put you back on me now that you've seen that. There we go. There I am. Okay. Now, you're going to need a whisk. And I'm using a nonstick pan, so I'm going to use a Teflon coated whisk. If you're using stainless steel, you can use the stainless steel whisk. The whole goal behind this is to keep the fluid moving once it's up to a rolling boil. And we're going to add 1/4 of a cup of granulated sugar into this along with our, oh, that's my dessert warning. And I already took a look at this a couple of minutes ago, so I'm going to go ahead and set my timer for another 10 minutes. I'm a firm believer in the timer. I know myself. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and pour the juices from the blueberries into our pan. And you can use more if you want to. I'm just giving you an estimate. Now, the more blueberry you add, the more blueberry flavor it's going to have, right? Okay, bring this up to a rolling boil, and I mean rolling, like going crazy. And then throw your sugar in. But once you put that sugar in, it's constant stirring, okay? Now I'm gonna close off for now, and I'll show you when we get closer to the end of the process, because this takes some time. This is an endeavor of love and patience here, but it is delicious on the salad. And now you know how to infuse balsamic. Not that hard, it's just time consuming. Anyway, if you don't have time to do this, you can always grab a bottle of gourmet infused balsamic from your local supplier. They'd love to have your business, but now that you know their secrets, you might not give it to them. You never know. We'll see you soon. I'll be back.